Okay, so I am taking apart my PC because it's dirty and I don't have compressed air. So I figure just take it apart to clean it. So I'm just recording it. And the front panel headers. This is a little bit messy. Like, my computer has become an insect graveyard for some reason. So, other than that, behind the board isn't really that dirty. Should probably take out the power supply. There's a lot of connectors on this. Wow. Okay, that leaves us with the drive cage and the drives. I think that's it. There's a fan in front of the drives that's very dusty, so I'm gonna have to take off the drive cage. Never seen a Noctua fan that dirty. Just very dusty. That's good enough. Now for the drives themselves. I'm not gonna take them out of the cage. I'm just gonna... Sorry if my cameramanship is not very good. I've never done a video like this. It's really not that dirty though. Need to deal with this mess. This is not supposed to be a resting place for insects. This case is going to be 20 years old next year, and for such an old case, it's really in good shape. There's no rust. No rust at all. Just a lot of dirt. I'm gonna see if the vacuum cleaner can get that. So I know that power supplies can be dangerous. not going to be doing anything that's risky. I'm just going to be brushing it out. That's a really big fan. And a really dirty fan. Put that aside. Again, biggest PC fan I have ever seen. Look at the size of this thing. It's huge. And it's connected by just a connector, so I can unplug it. Yeah, this is the first thing we're going to clean. Got inside the power supply, which looks like what I would imagine inside of a power supply looks like. I'm getting dust everywhere doing this. This is already much better. That's a really big transformer. And a huge capacitor. And a lot of connections. I wonder how fast this can go. I can't get over the size of this fan. That looks pretty good. Oh, is this even... Might have gotten it wrong. Yeah, so that's not right. Let's try twisting it the other way. Yeah, but now it's not going to go on. Okay, so I put it on wrong. I'm just going to cut the video and get this sorted. Okay, I just dealt with that power supply off camera, got it back together. Now I'm just doing a bit more dusting of the case to be sure that it's... As you can see, the fan is clean and it's back together. The only sign that someone was in it was this. Okay, now let's see if I can sort out these. Should really get a modular power supply because this really is not fun to deal with. Right. This is not how you're supposed to mount the fan, but it's the way I found how to do it, so. That is destroying the thread. Well, it's in place, so I'm not going to complain. switch. So that means this is for the power switch, and that the one labeled turbo LED is for the power LED, and HDD LED is for HDD LED. Well, I'm actually finding this to be useful. So this is for the speaker, I believe. Yeah, that's for the speaker. This is for the power LED. This is for the, no, this is for the power button. This is for the power LED. And there's supposed to be one for the hard drive, which is this one. Okay. So that's all sorted now. Then we have this drive caddy, which is not original. This would have not been able to hold 2 hard drives, so I had to get this drive caddy and then find a creative way to mount it here. You usually wouldn't want to use a screw like this at all in a computer, but it's for holding this on. I need to take out this, not the bracket, but I mean, since I'm taking it off, I might as well. I know this isn't entirely right to use a brush on a motherboard, but how else am I supposed to do it? I'm just gonna do it very gently. Especially the socket there. If it doesn't start, this is probably why. Probably move all these cables out the way first. What I like about desktop computers, you can do whatever you want. I wanted to put this motherboard in an old case, I could do it. Meanwhile, with like small form factor things and things like that, you can't do this. This is an antenna wire, which I'm not going to be using right now. If I want Wi-Fi in this, I'd rather get an actual PCIe Wi-Fi card rather than fight with these annoying laptop ones with the antenna wires that are really difficult to deal with. Here comes the controversial part, applying the thermal paste. This is the second time I'm doing this, so I'm not very experienced with this kind of thing. Hopefully that's not too much. It might be too much, but who cares? It's not going to cause any issues. So this sits there. I've never understood these annoying motherboard things. To get this in. I've never understood these Intel fans. Like, how do you get this on the board? Okay, looks like I got one part in. I don't have a flathead screwdriver, so I'm going to use this. Is that correct? Nope, that's not correct. Yeah, that's... come on. Wow, that fan design, I don't like it. I mean, I understand how it's supposed to work, but I had such trouble trying to get it to work. I would have rather had some kind of bracket that goes on the back of the board and you just screw it in. I didn't need to take out the motherboard to do it, but taking out the motherboard helped me understand how that thing worked. So it's attached, although I did break a bit of it in the process. I did break it by accident, but it's still attached. Should hold on fine. We got our thermal paste under there, so we're good now. This all started with me just wanting to check inside my computer to see how dirty it was. Then I started by taking apart the GPU, then I took apart the CPU fan, and then I just kept cleaning more and more. And then it just spiraled into what you see here. There's a lot of things that need to be plugged in, and to do it neatly is going to be a challenge. Starting with that connector. I think this is for the GPU. Nope, CPU, so that means that's supposed to go here. First, let me figure out what I need. So we don't need any of these. These are already bundled up. Whatever I don't need, I'm going to stick it into the drive bays. I need to untangle it. So for the front panel, I am not a fan of how confusing this is. We have, okay, let me check the charts. So we have this turbo LED button, which is for the power LED. Wish that this was labeled clearly. Okay, what is this saying now? This is for the power LED, and this is for the hard drive LED. It's not very clear what on earth they want me to do. Yeah, that says the top set is for the power and the bottom set is for the hard drive. I'm gonna run a quick test to see if the power button turns on the computer. Let's hope that it doesn't explode. It's power. Alright, that means that it's not right. Using part of building a computer, the front panel. Might just turn off the camera and go figure this out myself. Okay, so I got it sorted. Stupid labeling is kind of like, the labeling is correct, but it's like not lined up with the pins. I thought it was lined up with the pins, so I got it wrong. But it turns on now, so let's figure out the rest of it. Okay, I finished that whole thing now. Does it turn on? If that LED doesn't turn green, then it means that we have some sort of post error. So, there's a 1000% chance that it's a RAM error. Because I was touching this thing so much, I purposely made sure I didn't take off the RAM slots, take out the RAM, because I knew that if I touch the RAM or look at it wrong, it's not gonna post. But turns out there's no point doing that. It still decides it's not gonna post. So let me take out a stick and see if we can get this to post again. Or it could be a genuine error. Is that this fan? Yep. That orange LED is bad news. What a nuisance. My experience with RAM in general is just bad. I know that it's the RAM. I've had it happen in the past. Take out all of these and see what happens. Just have that one in. Next, we're going to try putting this into this slot. Put this. I have other things to do today, so this is better be a quick fix. And it posts. You could also hear the speaker make its beep sound. Obviously, 8 gigabytes of RAM is not gonna cut it. I know, that's just too little for me. I need 24. Not even 16 is gonna do it for me. 24. Finally, piece of junk. Alright, that's good. Alright, we're going to turn it off and put it on the floor and test it. I always struggle with this. Let's see if we can get any display. This is for the keyboard. No, that's for the webcam. This is for the keyboard. If I could actually get it in. And most importantly, the power. Please enter setup to recover BIOS settings. Next you will enter the UEFI. Okay. F1. Oh, the mouse isn't plugged in. How great. Anyways, it shows all the memory, the 3 sticks, so that means we're good to go. Yay! Power X64. Everything's here. I need to plug in a mouse. The drive isn't showing up. It shows the 1 terabyte drive, but it doesn't show the other 1 terabyte drive. What is going on? Okay, it looks like the cable is just not put in properly. Oh, it shows up, but now it's the F drive, which is not right. It's not supposed to be an F drive. It's supposed to be the G drive, right? G/. This is the E drive. That's all messed up, but whatever, it works, so I guess I'm gonna end the video. What a nightmare. Thanks for watching.